Cool. Well, I have a pretty challenging flow for us
Ooh,
today,
oh,
that I'm excited to get into.
oh.
uh, we will need one block today. And if you want a blanket. All right, we're going to start hands and knees with some cat cows. So once you get set up, inhale, drop your belly, reach your chest forward, big pull back with your shoulders. And as you exhale, press into your hands around your spine. Big stretch across your shoulder blades. And again, inhale. And exhale. Two more. And come back to center. Press into your hands. Extend your right foot down and back on your mat. Here's your calf stretch, Brittany. Press into your heel. Energetically press into your hands so that you're pushing into your right heel. And change sides. Keep your toes down, press through your heel. And bring it back in, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Start to bend into one knee and the other. Stretch the backs of your legs. Release the back of your neck. Hold it, center, big inhale. And exhale. One more, big inhale. Exhale, look up in between your hands, walk to the front of your mat, forward fold. Feet hips distance apart, keep a little bend in your knees. Grab opposite elbows, the back of your neck. And inhale, sweep your arms all the way out to come up. Take your time. Grab your right wrist at the top. Exhale, stretch to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Switch your grip. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back up to center, and exhale, release your arms, shake it out. Move anything off of your mat and grab your block. All right, so we're starting off with a pose that is kind of the foundation of all of our poses. It's Tadasana. So feet are hips distance apart. Take your block between your thighs. And then bend your knees as you lift your toes up off of your mat. As you straighten your legs, release your feet down on your mat and start to roll your inner thighs back like you're trying to shoot the block out behind you. Now you'll notice as this happens that your hips want to pull forward. Use your lower belly and start to lift your hip bones up. There's a little squeeze that happens in your glutes. Should feel like there's a lot of work in your inner thighs without putting any strain on your knees. So you're not locking out your knees, but you're engaging and lifting your thighs and energetically rolling your inner thighs back like you're trying to shoot the block out behind you. Bring your hands to your hips. Let's hold it here. Let's take 2 breaths. Now start to sit your hips back. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. Shift your weight to your right foot. Squeeze the block between your thighs and lift your left foot up. So you're squeezing the block, and you want to start to work this right knee out over the middle of your foot. So make sure it's not rolling in as you squeeze your inner thighs. Big lift up through your stomach. One more breath. And exhale, release your left foot down. Let's change sides. Squeeze the block. Lift your right foot up. Make sure your left knee is tracking over the middle of your foot. Big lift up through your stomach. And let it go. Shake it out. Take the block away. Okay, bring your block to the front of your mat. We're taking this into eagle pose now. So working the same balance, but we're adding an arm situation to this to get a shoulder opener. So shift your weight to your right foot. Let's bring hands to your hips to start. Lift your left leg up and cross your inner thighs. So it's that same inner thigh squeeze as you cross your inner thighs. Now you can keep your foot just hanging out here, or you can bring your toes down, or you can take the additional wrap around with your left leg. Bring your arms out to a T, go slow, big inhale. As you exhale, take your right elbow underneath the left. Now hold it here with your legs. When you get there, pull your right hand in towards your face and then grab what you can. Your thumb, ideally palms are facing each other. Palms touch. Big lift up through your stomach. Reach your fingertips up as you press your shoulders down. One more breath. Inhale, unwind everything, reach it out. And right away, exhale, other side. You've got left elbow underneath the right. Right leg lifts up and crosses over. Take the extra wrap around with your ankle. Or toes rest out next to you, or just leave it floating. Reach your fingertips up as you press your shoulders down. You want to get a stretch through your shoulder blades. One more breath. And inhale, sweep everything out. And exhale, let it go, shake it out. Come back to the front of your mat. Your block is there on its tallest height. Let's pull your left knee up to your chest. Keep a little bend in your right knee. Slowly extend your left leg up and back into warrior three. Bring your arms back by your sides, palms face your mat. Squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other. And then feel that same Tadasana work that we did with the block between your thighs. So your left inner thigh is wrapping up to the ceiling. Keep your stomach really strong. Reach down and grab your block. Bring your block in front of you, palms on either side. Use that press with your block to squeeze your shoulders in towards each other. You can hold this here or start to reach your arms up overhead. Keep pressing the block between your hands. Take a huge step back to crescent pose. Feet hips distance apart, side to side. You're pressing the block between your hands overhead. Take a little bend in your back knee. Big lift up through your stomach. One more breath. Now reach your block forward. We're pressing back up off of our left foot to come into standing splits. So same Tadasana work. Left inner thigh rolls you up to the ceiling. You can keep your hands on the block or release your fingertips down to your mat and start to fold your chest down towards your right thigh. Your left hip is going to want to sneak open. Resist the temptation to do that and keep rolling left inner thigh up to the ceiling. You can hold this here. If you want to take a little further and test your balance, you can grab onto your right ankle with one hand or maybe both hands. Keep breathing, use your stomach. And release your hands and slowly fold forward at the front of your mat, feet hips distance apart. Shake out your legs. And inhale, sweep your arms all the way out to come up. Take your time. Exhale, bring your hands down through prayer. All right, shake it out before we change sides. Okay, left foot down, make sure your block is in front of you that you can grab it. Pull your right knee into your chest. For now, let's go hands on your hips. So as you start to reach your right leg up and back into warrior three, can you lead with your right inner thigh as you extend up and back? Arms back by your sides. Squeeze your shoulders in towards each other. Make sure you're not locking out your left knee, but your leg is working. Reach down, grab your block. Bring it in front of your chest. Palms press against your block. And use that press to open up across the front of your chest a little bit more. Now either hold this here or start to press your hands overhead. Keep your stomach really strong. Take a big step back, crescent pose, feet hips distance apart, side to side. As you exhale, relax your shoulders. Now in crescent pose, working your arms to the block overhead, it's an opportunity to feel your biceps do the same thing that we did with the block. So your biceps wrap in, just like you would push a big block out behind you with your arms. Keep lifting up through your right inner thigh. Relax the back of your neck. Okay, reach your block forward. And we're pressing up into standing splits. So lead with your inner thigh. I know left butt cheek is on fire. You come down to your fingertips. Keep rolling up through your right inner thigh. You can hold it here or start to test your balance. Find a spot on your mat to focus on. And release your right foot down next to your left and shake it out. All right, slowly come down onto your back. Grab your block, bring it down with you. Bring your block between your thighs. Arms down by your sides. You want to be able to almost skim the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Once we lift our hips up, if you feel any pulling on your knees, you want to walk your feet a little further forward. All right, here we go. Squeeze the block between your thighs, lift your hips, bend your elbows, you have little T-Rex arms, and then start to roll your outer shoulders underneath your back as you take your thumbs into your armpits. Use your thumbs to lift your chest up to your chin, squeeze the block. If you feel this in your lower back at all, drop your hips a little bit, squeeze the block, squeeze your glutes. One more breath. And release your arms, lower your hips. Take the block away, let your knees fall in. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Let yourself rest for a moment. All right, we're going again. So feet hips distance apart, grab your block. Bring it between your thighs, arms down by your sides, ground down through your heels as you lift your hips up. Now you can stay with the same armpit lift that we did last time, or you can interlace your hands behind your back and wiggle your shoulders under your back. Find that same lift with your chest. As you press down through the backs of your arms, squeeze the block. Big inhale. And exhale, release your arms, lower down, take the block away, hug your knees into your chest, easy rock, side to side. Release your feet down, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, lift your left foot up. Left hand holds onto your right foot, right hand holds onto your knee. Easy rock side to side. Get a stretch in your right hip. Let the whole piece drop across to the left. Right arm up and out. Turn your head over your right shoulder. Soften your right hip flexor. Slowly come back up to center and let's change sides. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Lift your right foot up. Hold on to your foot and your knee and rock it side to side. Drop the whole piece across to the right. Take your left arm out and up, head over your left shoulder. Slowly come back up to center. Hug both knees back into your chest. And release your feet down to your mat. Let's turn your heels out, knees in. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Tuck your shoulders under your back so you're open across the front of your chest. And we'll settle in here for a little Shavasana. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. As you lay here, just notice if there's anything you've been clenching around, trying to maybe push something forward or show up and prove your worthiness in some way. See if you can let yourself feel the feeling of non-grasping in this moment. Let yourself be soft and open. Gently deepen your breath. Take a big inhale to reach your arms overhead, big full body stretch. Reach out through your fingers and your toes. As you exhale, roll to your right and pull yourself up to sit. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bow your chin to your chest, acknowledging your inner teacher. Namaste.